One Caribbean Radio.
Welcome everybody back to Insight with Beryl Lerman here on the Global Mix at OneCaribbeanRadio.com. We are going to be hearing from guest commentator Susie Q. Susie, are you there? Susie is a fitness guru. She has appeared on The View on television and ABC. She actually coming out with a DVD, which is a crash course in how to get fit in the comfort of your hotel room when you're traveling, something that you don't even need to subscribe to a particular gym. Is that right, Susie?
That is correct, Beryl. Thanks for having me on. How are you today?
Doing great. It's our pleasure to have you here. I would like to ask you a few questions, and we particularly got a lot of feedback from listeners. They sent in via email. First of all, on general note, they say healthy body, healthy mind. That is absolutely true. And if you can just elaborate on that and tell us how important and what are some of the benefits of having a workout routine.
Well, let me tell you, actually, Beryl, is the main thing is that exercise is very well known for allowing the heart to pump oxygen to the brain. And in turn, the brain is more alert. And this oxygen allows for clearer thinking. And that's an important aspect when it comes to everyday life and living. Because when you look at it, exercise, you look at the physical and the emotional benefits of exercise. It includes having a stronger immune system, increased oxygen flowing through your brain and your body. And may I mention, a less stressed body. And these health benefits of fitness, it ranges from physical to your psychological, from your social to your family life. So it is so important that you remind yourself of the health and emotional benefits that exercise will help motivate you to stick to your exercise plan and routine.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, absolutely. The physical exercise, it isn't just about your appearance or your weight or having a six-pack stomach and weight loss. It actually strengthens your soul, your mind, and strengthens your family ties.
Will actually help you live life.
Absolutely,
to the fullest. Now, do you have any advice for people who have a very busy schedule and they find it hard to even spend time with their family, let alone work out or exercise? Anything that you could recommend?
Well, you know what? Actually, I have a couple tips in regards to that. When you don't have time to exercise, one thing that you should do is try to see if you can take a couple shortcuts. Meaning, instead of opting to take the elevator or the escalator, you could probably just skip and take the stairs and walk further distances, whether you're deciding to walk through the park or instead of jumping on the train, why not walk a few extra blocks, enjoy New York City, enjoy wherever it is that you live within your hometown, and enjoying the scenery and really take in that fresh air, that oxygen. Again, is so essential. So just doing your part, making a small effort to just participate in an activity, it goes a long way. It gets your heart rate up to a level where holding a conversation is difficult. So if you can implement a little jog, a little walk, a run, or a swim, or a bike, or rebounding off of a trampoline if you can, that's great. If you only have like 10 minutes, see if you can pick up a DVD or even check with your physician before getting started with exercise, and see if you could do even mild, moderate exercises, whether it's Pilates or jumping rope, whatever it is that you can do that breaks you out of your regular daily life of just watching TV, or if you're at home mom, you want to be able to do something physically, something that will get you sweating, something that will get you moving.
Something that will keep you active.
At least 3 or 5 times a week if you can. That would make a huge difference.
I actually have a note over here from Jay, a listener from Long Island, and he sent in, and he would like to hear. He says health is particularly a very hot topic now with the healthcare bill that they're discussing to pass. Are there any foods that you could recommend, or nutrition, diet in general? In America over here, we suffer from a major obese problem, particularly in our youth. Yeah. So what do you have to say about that? What could you recommend as far as nutrition and dieting?
Well, let me give people 3 basic tips. I think the tips are always easy to follow if you can. First step, I would say, is to improve your eating habits. Be sure to eat foods that are high in nutrients and fiber, but low in simple carbohydrates. So what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, am I taking in at least 3 to 5 servings of vegetables? And you know what, you'll notice the average American is not eating any vegetables, throughout the day. They may be going to the store, they might be getting snacks, and they don't even realize that the foods that they're taking in, it's not really beneficial. It's not packed with vitamins, some water, so that's something that's important, eating real foods. And the other thing is try to eat your carbohydrates early in the day. Many people may find they're running on empty because they're not eating any food in the morning. They skip breakfast, a big no-no. You want to make sure that you're fueling up your day. You want to make sure you're having food. It's like driving a car with no gas. It's not going to get very far. It's so important that you eat your foods and you don't skip your meals, or else you make up for the late night eating and snacking at night. And it's not good before bed because you're just going to be storing excess body fat. And that's not a great thing to wake up with.
Now, one more question. We have to wrap up the show. Fred from Brooklyn asked, is there any limit to exercise in the sense that too much is no good? Your body cannot handle too much exercise.
That's a very good question. Many people underestimate the amount of activity levels that they're actually participating in. Many people think, oh, I might be overexerting myself. I might be exerting myself. Well, you know what? Maybe if you're working out every single day with no rest, your body needs at least 24 hours, 48 hours to recover one particular muscle group that you're working on. And trust me, many people are not even close to overtraining. It's like, are they drinking even 8 glasses of water a day? Are they having 2 to 3 quarts a day? Many times people think they're doing too much, and it's not enough. Sometimes you just need to ask yourself, unless you're overexerting yourself or you feel that your heart rate is going above and beyond the level where you just have to ask yourself, can I hold a normal conversation while working out? Those are one of the small tests that you can actually find whether or not you're doing your part, and if you're overexerting yourself. Mm-hmm. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, one thing that I want people to keep in mind is that when you are more fit, you're more creative, you're more productive, you're a fast thinker. And tell your listener, Fred, here, that you also enjoy your downtime. You're more well-vested. You're in tune with your body and your friends when you are working out regularly. So I wouldn't say to slow down on that. The cardiovascular exercises increases your self-confidence. It makes you happier. You have improved memory. So remember, keep in mind, a healthy body.
The average person doesn't really need to worry about overexerting themselves.
No, definitely not. But you know what? One thing they should ask themselves, Beryl, and I'll leave you with this, is what can I do to avoid certain things? Processed packaged foods are one thing. Deep fried foods, pastries, baked goods, sugary beverages, carbonated drinks. Food to avoid.
Welcome to America's fast food society, my friend.
That's right. So that's something we should be concerned about, not if we're doing too much exercise.
Sure.
So definitely so.
Susie, thank you very much. And her website is susiewong.com. You could go there for so much more information. And much success in your work.
Thank you so much. Hope to speak with you again and your listeners. It's a pleasure to be on. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure. Folks, that's exactly right. Healthy body leads to a healthy mind.